5. All right. Yeah, one of our issues.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Who are you?
Just the man I met in the restroom.
What's up, guys? I'm Jessie Jane, and you're watching the Monday Midsole.
Shout out to the Monday Midsole, man. It's your boy CJ So checking in from Sneakercon Chicago. I know you can't hear me, man, but it's still lit, man. So shout out to them. Subscribe if you haven't already.
What's going on, usual suspects? Welcome to another great episode of the Monday Midsole. It's Monday. We ready to midsole. Only 4 on the panel today, but we gonna kick it Fab 5 style, Hampton 5, whatever you want to say. Got our dude fresh from Sneakercon. Hopefully they can stay awake and tell us about all the excitement. Looks like Marcus over there might have taken a little bit of medicine, so I don't know. We're gonna have to see about that, y'all. But I'm excited. I'm sure you're excited. The group's excited. Let's keep it rolling. Mr. Marcus, what you got?
It's good, fam. It's your boy, Polos and J's, OG J Walker. Mr. Marcus. Stop it, Dan. Stop it. Still trying to recoup from the hangovers from all weekend of partying and being lit with my friend, as she called it, all weekend.
Mm-mm.
But with that, I'm going to pass it over to the one-legged man.
Boom. What's up, y'all? What's going on? It's One-Legged Lister. Your one-legged friend, maybe your only one-legged friend, fresh back from Texas, where they cooked my ass, and shit is hot. I'm gonna pass it over to the main man.
What's going on, y'all? It's Buckeye City Soul, Kev, in the building. Thank you for sharing 2 hours with us, and we're gonna get in there and get in there like swimwear. But our guest is running a little behind today, so. I'm gonna throw a no look past him all and see what he's talking about.
Damn. Yeah, so actually this is funny because this is the first time everybody hit him with the AKA. So I feel like we let the people down a little bit. But let's go into weekly pickups. Now, before we do that, like Kevin said, our guest, Tzvi Twersky, I'm sure you're wondering how to say that. He is director of basketball, baseball for Stance. He's got a couple other ventures. He's going to be on in just a bit, experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties. He's on that Kevin internet as
man,
vapes the hell out of the screen right there. So just so you understand what's going on with that, we all got the community internet, so we got to play nice. But yeah, let's go right into pickups. We'll circle back. Thank you for that, Daniel. Thank you, appreciate that. That's great. I guess I'll start it off. It was kind of a Kyrie week for me, so I got the Kyrie M7. Bam.
Okay.
I don't know how well you can see the details there if it's too dark, but this is a navy
heel.
upper.
Show the heel.
Yeah. Bang.
Hey.
Yeah, so it's sweet. I posted these already, of course. See that outsole, the marble, the navy, the white. It's got a little bit of Carolina in that. That tongue. These are sick. Like I said, sticking with Kyrie. Got those Uncle Drews. Anybody check that movie out? Anybody saw the movie?
I haven't seen it yet. I tried to on the Fire Stick.
Yeah, no, I haven't been there. It's been a crazy weekend. But I'll check it out for sure. I heard it was good things. A lot of comedy, etc. So should be pretty dope. And then let's see. Got to take this out the box. I'm pretty sure this was the pickup that just about everybody got. Damn, it's like butter, baby.
I didn't get it.
Spoiled milk, Yeezy.
I missed it.
Yeah. Really?
I waited.
Wow. I'm very, very surprised to hear that.
Yeah, you could.
Me too.
You could. I mean, I felt like I carded somewhere too, and then I was just like, nah. I thought you already had them.
No, them shits were all over Sneakercon. They were going for like $250.
Yeah,
I didn't pay attention to them at Sneakercon.
Easy at Sneakercon. I mean, better get that legit check. Just saying.
Yeah, that's what I'd be worried about. Especially because, they got them early.
Oh, my bad. And then Kev's favorite shoe, Michigan 12.
Whatevs.
So, I mean, these are dope. 3 out of the 4 I picked up. I already posted on the gram. So, yeah, I like everything that I picked up. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these yet, though. I'll be 100% honest. I got the creams. I don't know. So
I actually like that colorway, man. I actually like that.
Wait, what do y'all think? Kind of outside, what do y'all think about like all the photos generated from this? I saw this like in between a slice of bread and butter. Like I saw a lot of weird things when it came to these.
I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah, I saw. Well, I listened to Marcus's favorite people. I mean, you know, I did. Their show is good. But they were
Who are my favorite people?
Everybody know. Come on,
the sneak this.
Nah, and they were talking about people. It's like prepare to see toast with the butter, like you know.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, and
Right.
yeah, I'm not wasting bread. I'm not rich like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't come from money.
No pun intended. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. I think that's the 4 for the week, man.
All right. I'll go.
Yep.
Shout out to City Jeans Premium once again for the international. What is this? International games. 3s. I know a lot of people they weren't feeling them, but I think that the quality is pretty good, and I like the sale on them. As opposed to the white, it would have been kind of similar to just another true blue. But definitely shout out to City Jeans Premium as well as PickYourShoes.com. Make sure y'all fuck with them. But yeah, I got these. I got another pair of Concords. I couldn't pass the deal up, and it's the 23, so you know I know that the 45 is coming out, and it's really not that big of a difference. But I want to be able to rock whatever one I want, you know, and have it be crispy. So got those. I doubled up on the Yeezy.
Nice.
So you know I couldn't pass it up once I won both raffles, and then I want to pick both of them up, and then I'll end up getting rid of them. The bigger size is actually, I mean, it's not like they're reselling for a lot, but it seems like they're not at the lower end of the spectrum.
No, they do well. The big ones do well.
So yeah, these are 13s. So they run super small. The 13 was almost tight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then I got these the Russell Westbrook high school joints. These were actually selling pretty well. Like it looked like everybody that was at the mall was going after these. If they were picking up Yeezys and these as well. 10s aren't my favorite, but I like how the colorway is, and I think it would go dope with a top 3. So I don't know.
So is that? Yeah, I got a question for you.
Yeah. Is
that like nylon up top?
It's like a high school baseball jacket leather, or not leather, but like you know what I'm saying. Like it's a nylon. It's different, but I don't mind it though. I think that
it's not bad in person. I mean, when you think about it, it looks pretty nice when you got it in hand. I wanted to get it. I had it in the hands yesterday, but I was like,
passed on it.
Only because I think that the price gonna probably drop.
Yeah, they probably will, and I haven't put them on my feet yet. But you know the deal. We gonna get our money. So you know, that's what I got. I don't think I got anything else. But
all right. So I'll go. I just got 2, the international 3 or whatever you want to call it. I mean, you know, it's a 3. I love it. Gotta have it. So
yes, sir.
And then at Sneakercon over the weekend, found a steal. And man, I think the name of the place is the Retro Shoe or something. It's on IG. I gave them a shout out on my IG page, but man, they had these for a great price compared to what they're going for on Stockx and everywhere else.
What is the Curry's?
And, yeah, it's the Curry. Yeah. So I had to grab it for the price that it was going for.
The Retro Store?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, and yeah, they had some good ass prices, man. Yep, that's it. Yeah, so I had to get it for the steal, and that's it.
Kristen said that you look sleepy. You all right?
I am sleepy.
Wake up, brother.
Because she was freaking lit all weekend, as she said 1 million times. Ever want to hear that word again after today?
It's lit.
No red cup.
it's
Danielson.
Red Cup swag.
So I just got these dunks that I've already worn. And they came out. These are from so they're doing the ride thing. So it's like a Tokyo X Games, and this is the 28th year. So they did the SB thing, and this store opened in 1973, which I thought that was pretty dope. But they have 3 dunks coming out, and this is the first of the 3. I think this is the only pair that is going to be available to the U.S. So, and at Sneakercon, I got Gabby a pair of new maroon 6s. Got them for $20 under retail.
That's cool.
But she wears a size 9, so like a man size.
Oh, okay. So it was 200. Was it?
Yeah, it would have been 220. They were 220 when retail.
Right. So 200. That ain't bad.
Yeah, and then I got my son a pair of SBs because he just got a skateboard, so he's filling a skateboard. So he wanted a pair of SBs, and I got him a pair of Raging Bull SBs.
Okay.
What they look like the 3M Raging Bull 5s.
Okay.
And they had that same kind of like flash appeal, which I think is really dope. And I hit on the international 3s on the app.
So you got them coming in.
Yeah. But they won't be here until after the 4th. So.
Yeah, you don't even get to rock them.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Yeah. It is a holiday, so.
I got my LeBrons, so we're good. 4th of July 12th out of nowhere.
So how many SBs you sitting on now?
45.
So 50? You have more Jordans. Would SBs be second, or would your LeBrons? What would be?
No, LeBrons, Jordan, LeBrons, and then SBs.
I have 45 LeBrons now.
I have 72 LeBrons.
Damn.
Jesus. Did they even make 72 LeBrons?
Hey,
there he is.
Hey, what's going on?
Man, I'm an asshole. Sorry about that.
Nah, it's all great. We got it. So, ladies and gentlemen, Tzvi Twersky of Stance LCS, formerly of Slam Magazine. We were just going around showing some recent pickups. We're pretty much just wrapped up with that. I think Dan went through his entire closet. He just number dropped his quantity of LeBrons.
72.
I feel that. My most recent pickup, actually, I just got a couple packages today from Clay Thompson, a couple pairs of Antha KT3s. I don't know if I really want to show that. I don't know if I really want to show those off. Where if I ever wear them,
I want to see them.
Yeah, sure, man. That's
Hey.
something we don't see often, so let's see it.
Yeah, it's the first time that shoe has ever been shown.
This is true.
Yeah,
Let's do
you know
it.
what? I actually got them downstairs. I don't want to run around with y'all, but
That's all right.
He said it's in the West Wing.
Yeah,
I think I told Mom, but I actually just moved cribs, and the hardest part of the move was transporting my sneakers in a way that was okay with the movers, okay with wifey, and okay with me.
I hear that.
Oh, I've been there. It's been a while, but I know the pain.
Say one by one. I want multiple trips.
No, I had like big old boxes. I had everything.
She asked me.
Took me the most amount of time.
She said, "Can we get rid of the shoe boxes?" I said, "Oh my God, don't make me explain this."
No.
Oh man.
No, you just gotta be like,
You gotta hit up that container store and makes it pretty.
No, you still keep the boxes.
I don't got the container store deal y'all got, man. I'm out here. I got a little container store. You know, I'm out here like a regular citizen. Y'all out here like superstars.
Shit.
No.
I'm a refugee. I get deported.
Yeah, listen, man. That conversion, that's no joke. Like that took a while. That dug deep in the pockets. I didn't have that connect.
Yeah, the way my bank account's built, it's not gonna work.
I ain't got it. But
they do need to invent a container where you can contain it within the box. Because I mean, I don't really want to part with some of my boxes. So if someone comes up with that, y'all got my money right now.
Boom,
well, I've seen like ladies who buy the men's size boxes, and they can actually keep their whole box inside the box.
Just talking about boxes and ladies just kind of makes it a whole different.
Oh, this
pretty funny.
motherfucker, man.
Oh,
No, but that kind of defeats the purpose because part of it's having the accessibility. If I wanted a stack of boxes, I keep a stack of boxes. I mean, yeah, you can pull it out, but
Ma,
the
you keep a
visual
stack of
aspect
boxes.
is taken away. I do. I got just some outside of whatever perverted or misdirected line you were trying to go with there. I still do have a lot of boxes, and I have all my original boxes broken down.
I like to stack.
So you
I like to
have
stack my
all
boxes
of them?
on top of each other.
Stop it, Kev. Why are you behind? So, Ma, you have all of your boxes? I mean, like everyone?
Yeah.
Wow. I couldn't do it. I probably kept like 10% of my boxes.
Listen, bro. Even the ID boxes, I broke them all down, flattened them, threw them in a box, and now they're stored away in places that I don't need to see them.
Here's a drinking game. How many times can we say boxes? You gotta
I
drink.
mean, midsole box, is that the hashtag?
Yeah, exactly. Are we gonna do the midsole boxes? We're gonna do the interview, or are we just gonna keep it rolling?
No, of course, Robert. We'll circle back. So,
Fire shit up.
once again, we're lucky to have Sweet Twersky, aka T. Make it easier for some of y'all out there. Currently of Stance Hoops. So what? Director basketball and baseball, and I guess NCAA should be thrown in there as well.
Yeah, and our NFL stuff now too, but
NFL
titles,
too. So
titles are titles, man.
Yeah, director of fill in the blank at Stance. So we're gonna give you, you're getting the full treatment here, full midsole treatment, and let's just start off with your story, man. What sneaker got you started?
Man, what sneaker got me started? I mean, I'm from Philadelphia, came up in the AI age, and I mean, honestly, the Reebok questions got me started. And my collection of Reebok questions is pretty stupid. And yeah, I mean, just Allen Iverson wearing those day in and day out, seeing that growing up, being there for the first drops, red toes, blue toes, just being there for it, experiencing the moment, living through history. And to me, sneakers aren't necessarily about sneakers. It's not about rubber. It's not about leather. It's not about foam. It's about nostalgia. It's about moments. It's about making memories and history and just having that at your fingertips or your toe tips. And for me, just when I think about the questions, just a flood of memories comes back to me, whether it's 2001 and AI, crossing people over and jumping over, Ty Lue being in the finals, whether it's Denver Nuggets moments, whether it's just knowing that every time he switched teams, Reebok was able to turn the question around the quickest in the new colorways. So just knowing that every time he played on a new team, he was going to wear the questions that first night, that first week out, and then trying to go get those zebras for yourself. So for me, I mean, it's just kind of since the moment I cared about sneakers, it's been about the questions.
Okay, so what's that count up to now?
I mean, they started re-releasing them, I want to say, in 2012. And I think I have every single one that they've released since then. And I know they did 20 for 20 years in 2016, 17. So I probably got like 40 pairs of the questions. But, some of them some of them are just signed. It happens to be AI and I wear the same size. So whenever they made him one, I was lucky enough where they started making me one too. And yeah, Reebok's been good to me. AI's been good to me as a person, as a homie. And yeah, so I mean, I've been very blessed and lucky.
Awesome. No, that's what's up. So talk to me outside of the question, like your personal sneaker collection, what's that like these days?
Yeah, it's funny. I probably had like an awakening like 6 months ago where I was kind of like thinking about moving in a state of like, what do I want to keep? What do I want to get rid of? What do I want to keep collecting? What do I care about? And I just know like people were hyping up certain sneakers and I couldn't get behind it. And I kind of stopped saying that I wanted what people wanted. And, for me, I'd say the past year to 2 years has really been about Kobe's, about LeBron's. And in general, the collection is way higher than it should be and spread out in multiple places. I got a friend in New York who told me like 2 years ago, like, yo, if you don't spread your shit out, someone's going to come jack you. And I was like, that's actually a smart thing to say because I've put it out there before what I have. So he was like, disperse that, drop it in a couple of locations. And I've gone about doing that. And yeah, man, it's good. Honestly, there was a time when I was at Slam Magazine, I was going to all these sneaker events for different brands, Reebok, Adidas, Jordan, Nike, Anta, Peak, didn't matter. So I was always very conscientious about wearing that brand's sneakers or apparel to that brand's event. So I kind of have it broken down by brand, and then within the brand, I have it broken down by model, and then by model, I have it broken down by colorway. So yeah, wifey kept it organized for me too. So I got a nice collection, and just every random little brand. I try not to get too into like I just need the J's or I just need the Yeezys or whatever the moment might call for. I got some stupid J Kid peaks from his Dallas tenure.
That's dope. So very well rounded there. You mentioned Slam Magazine. You know, talk to us about that. How that started, like some of the experiences.
Yeah. I was in college in New York, man, and I sent out like cold emails to like every publication, SI, ESPN, Slam, Dime, and the only one who got back to me was Slam, and they were like, if you can come in and interview next Friday, you could probably get an internship. And I went in to interview me, and it was 08, 09, like Celtics had just gotten the big three, and they were like, yo, you're a Celtic fan? Like, come on, name us some like players. Like they tried testing me a little bit to see if I was like Johnny come lately or not. I was like, yeah, well, the first jersey I had was a Dino Raja, number 40.
Dino.
And I grew up like loving, you know, Dana Barros. Reggie Lewis was idol. My pops really turned me on to Len Bias. So they were like, all right, cool, when can you come in first day? And just got lucky, man. I started off transcribing other people's interviews. I remember a Stanley Roberts interview that was like 2 hours long, and my man was talking about how he got in with the Bloods in LA when he played for the Clippers. And I was like, this is some real shit. And just worked my way up from there, you know, and before too long, I was lucky enough to be writing cover stories about, you know, rookie Blake Griffin, about AI, hanging out with those guys, spending nights with them, building real relationships. My man's R.R. Rondo just signed over here, and we got close. I think he was the first person to wear the Hyper Fuses in the playoffs one year, and I asked him a question about it before a game, and he was like, who the fuck is this? Asking me a sneaker question before a finals game. And we just built off of that, and I've been lucky, you know, at the same time I was working at XXL as well, which shared an office with Slam. And I parlayed those two. I like talking about hip-hop with hoop heads, and I like talking about hoops with the rappers, and everybody liked it because they didn't have to talk about their profession. They didn't have to talk about their occupation. They got to be a little bit different. And it worked for me, it worked for them, and I mean, I had a great run at Slam, and I kind of still do write for them. I just wrote a Clay cover story. But yeah, man, it's showed me like a whole world I only dreamed about, you know, going to NBA games for free and being at the finals. I remember I was at my first finals was the 2010 finals, Celtics Lakers, and I was at those 3 games in Boston. I remember I was at a press conference. Somehow I got the balls up to ask a question to Kobe, and he looked at me like I was a moron. And I was like, I probably was a fucking moron. And I actually remember what it was too. Phil Jackson said Kobe was tired in like game 4 or 5, and I was like, Kobe, like Phil said you're tired, and he's like, no. And I was like, but Phil said. He's like, no. I was like, all right, sorry, man, sorry about that.
What he's talking about.
He's
that's
like,
how Kobe's
Phil who?
tired. Nah, exactly. Nah, that's awesome. So 6 years, I think we set offline at Slam.
Yeah. I started officially in like December 08, January 09, and I was there full time December 14. And you know, like I said, I'm still a contributing editor. I still write for them, do a little bit of reading. Just went to the Big 3 draft for them a couple of weeks ago. Nice. So yeah, man, just fun doesn't stop.
All right, nice. So then walk us through that. Slam, send out your emails. I'm going to the sock company stance. Like, what is that? Talk to us about that.
Yeah, it's funny. So you actually just got to go, but every draft, Slam does a gifting suite for the rookies. And it's like the 2 or 3 days before the draft, they host a hotel suite and like fill it with goodies and shit. And they invite all the rookies to come by and say, hey, come meet Slam, do an interview, get some free sneakers, maybe from Foot Locker, get a free basketball custom from Spalding, get some socks from Stance. And so in 2014, Stance was a part of it. And I guess they liked the way I moved. I think they specifically said like it was crazy how every rookie knew who you were. Every agent already knew who you were. They were like, we're trying to get this basketball thing going. You seem like a person who could help us go from the ether, go from nothing and get it started. And I think the coolest thing for me, honestly, is to be back at the suite like you and I just were, 2 weeks ago. And to ask all the rookies, like, oh, do you know Stance? Like, are you into socks? And every single guy looks at me like I'm crazy for asking if they know Stance. Because when that question was asked to me in 2014, I was like, what the fuck is that? Like a sock brand? That's a thing? And it's crazy how it's proliferated, how dudes have kind of grabbed onto it. You know, we got James Harden with us, Klay Thompson. We just signed Donovan Mitchell. And these dudes like genuinely like mess with the brand. Like they go out of their way for socks. And sometimes I'd be laying in bed and I'll tell my wife, I'm like, Sox built this crazy. And I'll never understand it, but it's a blessing.
Well, I live it, so I understand it. And Marcus over there too. Although, are you awake over there? Yeah, there he is. Now we're definitely like heavy into the sock game. So
yeah, I need that stance tip up. I need
it's hard. I will sit on a pair of shoes for weeks, for months until I find the right sock. I'm like, yeah, no, that's just gonna have to sit in the corner. Like, if we're not coming correct.
As a thank you for y'all hosting me, y'all know you're getting a couple pairs of socks once we get offline. I'm gonna hook y'all up with a little something.
Right on,
what's
right
up? What's up? So
you already know.
That's what's up.
Now, bridging the two, and I guess they're still kind of going. But what would you say is the most memorable experience that you got from Slam? What sticks out in your mind the most?
Oh shit! I mean, I did a lot of crazy things, legal and illegal.
Statute of limitations.
I'd say, I had a lot of moments, man. Probably my least favorite moment one time, and this has checked me forever, was I one time tweeted that like so and so player's jump shot is broke. Oof. And he DM'd me. He's like, bruh, I know I'm gonna see you at the arena in a couple of nights. He's like, don't come looking. And I was like, oh, shit. I was like, all right. I was like, my bad. I was like, yeah, at so-and-so shot isn't actually broke, man. He's a great player, potential all-star. So that was like one of those like checks, like, yo, social media is real. These dudes check their names. Doesn't matter if you got them or not. Like, don't say some shit you're not going to say to their face, because as a blessing, you're going to get to see them, whereas most people won't. So really check yourself. But the highlight for me, and it's probably not the coolest thing to the outsider's eye, but when Reebok was going to re-release the question, they flew just me and Russ Bankston out to Atlanta to sit down with AI for a day.
Damn, that's what's up.
No holds barred, ask him whatever you want, sit with him in the hotel room. And I remember there were 2 hotel rooms. One had his kids who were being watched by a Reebok staffer. It was like babysitter. And then Russ and I sat down with AI, Todd Krinsky, who's the VP over there, and was the one who originally brought AI onto Reebok. And we sat down for like 4 or 5 hours, and I think I released like bits and pieces, but it's crazy. We watched game tape. We talked about memories. Chuck started crying at different points in it. Just like one of those moments where I was like, God damn, like when I was like 6 years old, 7 years old, 8 year olds, like I idolized this dude, and like now he's over here fucking like crying. And yeah, so, and yeah, I mean, for me, that was like unmatched. And thankfully, I've gotten to hang with a lot of dudes, do a lot of cool things, hopefully some meaningful things to people out there in the world and to the guys. But nothing would top that like first moment for me as far as it's Bubba Chuck,
Right. So transition that stance, that's been roughly 4 years now. What's the biggest accomplishment that you've been able to achieve through them?
Yeah, I mean, being the on-court sock, was not a done deal when I got there. So to be on court for 2 years, having guys ask us questions about it. Within that, the biggest accomplishment was probably having Kobe's final game. They was wearing that sock on April 13th, or they were wearing it March 6th when they beat the Warriors. We had them wear it twice, like a special Kobe sock. Just knowing that like we could make a difference, and with all due respect to Nike who's doing it now, because they're doing the whole uniform from head to toe, the socks isn't like a big thing because you're more concerned about the jersey or the warm-ups or the hoodie. Right. And for us, it was like we're only focused on the socks. So I'm going to make as much noise as I can around the socks and build marketing stories and build packages and build a product and just tell a story around it. And I had an awesome time kind of, spearheading that and getting to like live a dream, man. And it's crazy. Sometimes I'll just go on Getty Images and type in NBA 2016 and just be looking at pictures and seeing all these photos of what dudes wore and when. And it's crazy. I know in like 10, 20 years when people are talking about Kobe's legacy, there'll be a video on SportsCenter or whatever it is in 20 years, and you'll see a picture of him wearing our socks, and like no one can ever take that shit away from me. And same thing in MLB, having guys wearing it now, it's crazy. I remember the first All-Star game guys wore our socks for the MLB was in San Diego 2 years ago, around 2 years ago. And we were like 50 pairs short of what they needed for the home run derby, miscommunication. And we literally had a dude fly in from China the night before the game with the socks in his backpack, hoping customs wouldn't snatch him up, hoping we'd be able to get him to the park in time. And then that night to see like all the guys wearing it, knowing the backstory, knowing how it happened was crazy. So yeah, same reason I like socks, same reason I like sneakers, same reason I like my jerseys. It's just there's stories behind all of them. Sometimes we know them, sometimes we don't, but there's a lot of history in every stitch.
Sure.
Let's piggyback off that, and after that we'll talk a little bit about the new brand. But what would you say outside of the AI, like just straight sneaker moment? Give us a story about that.
Oh man, I was flown out to a bunch of launches. Had some good events, man. Probably one of my favorite, just because I'm a hoop head at heart, was it was a crazy Adidas Crazy Light release, which lightest shoe in the world, 9.8 ounces, pre-boost. And I don't remember if it was the one or the two, but they had a launch game, a launch event, and Babito was covering me, Kuba Love, and we was talking a little smack. And I remember I got him on a little cross and, a little 13-footer. And he was like, "Oh, shit, you all right?" And I was like, "All right, I can go home right now. I can go home right now." But the worst sneaker moment probably that was during the lockout. So I think that was 2011, right? Jordan flew us all up to campus to preview, like, the launch of the team CPs. And there was, like, a Team Wade for a minute. And fuck, man, I tore my ACL playing ball in the Bo Jackson Center. That was the curse, obviously, and none of that was fun. But the gift was that I think Jordan felt really bad about me getting hurt on campus. Sent me this like 100-pound box that I got when I got back to the office like 6 weeks later, just filled with gear, filled with sneaks. The only thing I regret is at the time I was still wearing mad oversized shit. So I told him, like, yeah, send me XLs and everything. So I got like all these baggy tees and hoodies and shit that just looks good in the closet right now.
I hear you. So one of the questions from the chat is, where did the logo come from Stance?
Man, so the logo, honestly, there was a prior logo to this, which it turned out had been copyrighted by someone else. But this logo is like what a stitch looks like up close, what a weave looks like up close if you really look at what knit looks like through a microscope.
Oh,
and I think that was it. They just wanted people to know and see like what is behind the product. Now the crazy shit is D Wade was one of our first big endorsers, big ambassadors, and his Wade logo, that Wade logo looks so similar. People be confusing them all the time, and it has nothing to do with that, man. But Dwayne likes saying it has something to do with it.
Yeah, I'll take credit too. Shit, that's what's up. The uncommon thread, right?
The uncommon thread.
All right, so I got here. Hopefully, you guys can see that again to focus. Is LCS is another one of the ventures that you have. Talk to us about that. How'd you get into it? What was the motivation behind going in the laces, et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah. So Stance, right? There's a lot of sock brands out there, but we like saying we're different because we built the brand. We're a brand that's not just about socks. Everything we do matters, whether it's our marketing materials, our photos, our collaborations. We want everything to have a certain angle, to take a certain. We want to take a stance, no pun intended. Like everything stands for something. And it's about art. It's about creativity. It's about being able to be you, customize your great sneakers or customize your bullshit sneakers. Like you can pop off any look you want with the dope pair of socks. And LCS is like the same vibe, man. No one was really doing anything in the shoelace space, really. And we were like, it's the last way to really customize it. And I remember I was talking to Don C. I was kind of bouncing ideas off of him. And I met Don through Stance. He collaborated with us on some NBA product. And Don was like, yeah, I hear it. And he was kind of like, my man Virgil's about to release, these off-whites, which no one had heard of yet. This was like 2 years ago. He's like, people about to release these off-whites, and we're going to play around with the shoelaces a little bit. And he's like, we hope to create like a little moment where people start maybe caring about it. So he's like, your timing is right. He's like, everything else is being done in the space. Customizing is being done more than ever. It used to be looked down on. Now it's like something real. He's like, so do it. So for us, we thought, hey, it's the last untouched pace. Everyone's done hats. Everyone's done T-shirts, shorts, socks. Everything's been done. What could you still do that hasn't really been done, and then done in the right way, where the brand was built, where the photos mattered, where the Instagram feed looked good, where everything told a story? And we were like, fuck it, let's give it a go. And I'd say almost 2 years in. It's been a blessing, man. We're in a great place, man. We have the MLB license. We have a line of MLB product out right now, which we try to take an angle if it's not some step and repeat bullshit. You know, we try bringing the design element into it. We got a great designer, great design team, I should say, actually. Just got the NBA license, so we're going to have an NBA line of laces that come out before the start of next season. And then within that, we also work on some creative things. And now we just started signing some talent. We just signed our first MLB player. We're in talks with some NBA players, in talks with some retired NBA legends who I've already mentioned before on this live that hopefully we're going to be partnering with shortly. And the goal really is to do everything I'm doing in the sock space, everything I'm doing for Stance, and carry that over to laces. And no, I don't expect to be as big as Stance, certainly not quickly, but it's like, why don't we see if we can turn a space that's white, gray, and black and add a little bit of color to it, man, add some storytelling to it, and give it a go, man. Fuck it. You're never going to win if you're sitting on your couch. You got to get up and take a swing.
Absolutely. That's what's up. Another question here in the chat. Let's see. From our man Kick the Habit here is the usual suspect, always supporting the logo. A lot of controversy there. The logo, is that supposed to be on the inside or the outside?
On the casual pieces, on the lifestyle pieces, on the NBA off-court pieces, it's supposed to be on the inside. And on the performance pieces, performance hoops, the old NBA product, the MLB product, it's on the outside. And normally if it's on the outside, the toe will say right, left. So it'll kind of give you that cheat code for where it's supposed to be.
Hey, this is breaking. Cousins to Golden State.
No way.
It's a done deal.
I got the boogie on. Can we confirm that? Is that legit? T, you got the text? Did your man Boogie hit you up? Because that's your profile pic, right?
That's bananas.
Yeah, Boogie is doing that. We talked earlier in the day actually because he was telling me that Lakers was bullshit.
Wow.
Yeah, I think to be honest, I don't know if it's out there or not out there, but I think he's actually going to miss a lot of time this year. I don't think he's quite ready to be back.
Yeah, they were saying that.
In time for the playoffs.
Yeah, you get that 1 year deal, that showcase. Hopefully you win a ring or do something like that.
This is a done deal, I think.
Yeah, it's a done. I seen Woj tweeted it. Yeah, man, which is crazy.
Hey, crazy. Good luck to you right now. This is the good luck tea. Yeah. Dub Nation, baby. All right, so I'm gonna hand it off to the panel. See if there are any other questions that you guys have. Chat, if there's anything that you guys want to ask that you didn't, let me know. We'll throw them the tea, guys.
Yo, I do like those laces, and if y'all haven't checked them out, y'all need to. I have them in my top threes, and you sent me the pair with the all the different ones on it. Yeah, I think it looks super dope in the top threes. So go check out those laces. Yeah, those. Yeah, exactly. Because I actually take mine out of the box.
Well, I have multiple pause. I have multiple sizes, so the ones that I can use.
I was about to say, Mal actually takes them out of the box and he folds the box and keeps it on the side.
He ziplocks them.
I got the empty ones too. Like, ain't no laces in here. I
don't know if you know, but there's a whole room in his house dedicated to Stance. There's a whole, and I slept in that room. It's in the West Wing, and you know, you don't hear anything going on in the house because you're way on the other side of the house.
Wow.
But like, it's just like I had to move 400 pair of socks off of the bed. You know, and I was like, you know, I have never owned this many socks in my life.
You don't wear socks.
I do too.
I got you in a couple pair. I did get you in a couple pair too.
You know, those low, yeah, no, the ones that he sent, I did wear the Georgia pair.
Daniel likes the Patriots.
Oh.
What's wrong with you? Like, no, if there's any Atlanta stuff, you already know, send it. But like, for real though, the my 4 favorite socks, and it's cool because it works out because I can rotate them. You know, like it's 4 days for me instead of 2 days. Are the sample ones, the Japan ones?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
this was basically this was last year, almost to the day. We went to Soho, to the Stan store in Soho. He ended up getting a pair of socks. It was one of the mismatch ones where It had like a witch on one.
It's just it's like reverse liposuction.
It was the funniest, pathetic.
Dude, no, that was devastating. Man. That broke my heart. But I did get a chance to go up and actually meet you in person and actually, check out the stance thing. I mean, like where you work has to be one of the coolest workspaces.
Oh, it's amazing.
I've ever seen. Now, I'd like to know, like, what's up with that? Like, how did that come about? Where y'all end up with a full basketball court, and weren't y'all building a skate? I can't think of it. A skate park, kind of on the other side.
Yeah, well, since you've been there, actually, we kind of maneuvered from that court that you saw to like a full-on 94x50 NBA hardwood court. Shit, that's hedonism. Ain't no need for it.
August.
Oh, hedonism. What are we talking about here?
Like, and there's this sick ass piece on the wall, done by this really famous artist. Or like he's famous now, but wasn't at the time. Is that the story? Yeah. So I'd like to know about that again, because I loved that story the first time I heard it.
That was a dude named Zio Ziegler who was like nobody at the moment. I think his parents were big art collectors, something in the space. Obviously started with the leg up. Much love, but yeah, man, he came, he did the space, and it's like a 50-foot wall, and he did it in less than 24 hours, like nonstop, didn't stop, didn't stop to eat, nothing, finished the piece up. And now to get a piece like that from him would be well into the six figures.
Wow.
And what's dope about the new court is Mr. Cartoon actually just came and did the art for the new court.
That's dope.
Esteban came and, donated a photo, so we got to blow up on a wall that has this big photo of a court in New York on it. So I mean, honestly, you all got to get out to the Stance HQ, and if you're ever in SoCal, drop me a line. We'll get you over for sure. Open door for you guys.
Bet.
But it's like an aesthetic, man. It's a vibe. They really created something, and it's funny because it's aspirational to me. It makes me want to do that to my house. It makes me want to do that to anything I work on that's a startup, and it makes me realize that like looks matter. And I guess we're all in the sneakers. We all kind of know that already, man. We care about our fits, but just like it blows people's mind because people know we're a sock company and they know we're pretty big because we're everywhere. And they come to the HQ and they're like, we didn't know y'all was all this. Like it kind of hits them like, oh, right, this is really what it is. And no different than the way a Nike does it or UA does it or any brand does it. Like it's a shock and awe type thing, as well as being utilitarian and being like useful. It also like blows people's minds and kind of lets them know like there's something really here. But
for sure. And I'm not even like a pro athlete, and I don't like socks that come above my shoes. Like I don't like, so but I do buy the Stance snow shows. But I was shocked when I got there. I was like, holy shit, like this. And like, I think at the time y'all were setting up, y'all had to deal with New Balance. And y'all were doing those Stance New Balance, and those pictures were taking place, and that was really cool. Like everything that you need to create like design and like everything is there. Like it was so cool. It was such a. If you ever get an opportunity to go out there, I don't know how that works, but you should definitely check out that space, and it's cool. It's just a really cool experience.
No, it was awesome. That was definitely the highlight. And I right around the time I had tore my calf or whatever the heck I did to myself, and I still warmed up a little bit, and we got about 30 minutes of shots in.
Yeah.
So that was dope.
I tore my calf once too. It was weird.
Always goes back to the leg.
I got a question. So, like with the NCAA, how do you guys choose which schools you're gonna go with, and are certain schools hard to work with?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of had like a wish list at the beginning of who we wanted to work with, and I think that the biggest get for us was like getting Oregon, like getting that school lined up. Such a Nike school was definitely a battle, was definitely a fight, and that's kind of the same reason I think that we don't have Ohio State and Texas, which are probably the only two schools we'd like to have that we don't. And I think it's because, to be honest, they do so well with Nike. They make so much money with them. It's like, why add another licensee that may or may not conflict with them? Like, it's not even worth it. For whatever money we could make through them, we make them way more with Nike. So let's just avoid that problem altogether. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, each school is kind of like, I would say we had like a matrix of data that you had to fit to like even us to make us want to apply for your license or even reach out to you and talk to you.
Right.
Yeah, it's been interesting who sells, who doesn't, what matters, what doesn't. I'd say one of the interesting ones is Duke. We only have the rights to sell Duke like on campus. And I think last year maybe like Nolan Smith had like seen a pair, so he texted me, "Can I get some pairs for like the NCAA tournament?" And I sent him like 20 pairs, and the next thing I knew, like our customer service line got like 50 emails, like, "Yo, where can we get those Duke socks?" And it was like, "Shit, you got to be in Durham." Or
All right. Any other questions, fellas?
I'm good.
I'm straight. I wish
right,
I wish Ohio State would relax a little bit though.
yeah,
Well,
I can't be.
Obama was there. He's like, "Where's the Texas ones?"
Yeah, man. Mo's a good dude too. We had the chance to
Super
get
funny.
together.
What?
He had it ready to go. Mark it down. July 2nd. He had it ready to go.
All right, you've done enough talking. It's my turn. You have your own segment to speak. Be quiet.
Yes.
All right, so first we're going to go with the Nike Epic React Flyknit True White. Has anybody tried to React yet? I heard the comfort is amazing.
I'd like to
T.
check them out though.
You
Yeah.
peep those, T?
Nah, I did not. I peeped them, but I didn't get a pair yet.
Okay.
It was like the Maryland colorway or something.
I'm just trying to figure out why that shoe got a big ass booty.
It's that where that cushion
Yeah.
for that hard pushing. You know what I'm saying?
Midsole after dark.
Yes, sir.
All right, here's one that I want: the Nike Air Max 1 Premium Desert Camo. And I think these dropped like somewhere on Saturday or something like that. Somebody was telling me. I missed out, but I'm
Probably in Europe. Them things drop
It's chocolate.
secretly. You stay up at like
Chocolate
3 o'clock in the morning, and they'll just pop up.
So they drop here on July 5th. I haven't seen them on the Sneakers app, but I have to check again. You know, you have to update that thing every other day. And then we have some Adidas Derupt women's and men's shoes, which
Trash
we are
can.
going to pass.
That's what you
Yeah,
get. That's what you get when you first start playing 2K.
Oh Lord.
All right, and we're going to look at a Vapor Max 2 Volt colorway. I know a lot of people like the Volt color. I'm not a fan of it, but
Team
a lot of
Volt?
people like Volt.
They're straight.
I don't like the Volt. Too much for a 46-year-old man to walk around with some tennis ball looking shoes on his feet.
They're definitely on sneakers markets.
Oh, they are. Retro High OG Hyper Royal
Pass.
dropping this weekend. Y'all gonna pass on these, really?
I'm gonna buy them.
No, I'm a cop.
That's a heavy
Definitely on 'em.
pass for me.
I
Are
like
you
these.
serious?
I want to put
Yeah.
those with the Gym Red joints, even though that's a sale. It still kind of goes together.
No, that's gonna look dope. That's gonna look stupid.
Cookies like, well, I could take one more.
Take one more.
All right, so are these Adidas Yeezy 500, the black, are they dropping this weekend? I haven't seen anything. It's the first time I've seen it.
Oh,
Is this really dropping?
Yeah, they're
I
dropping. I got the Seekers and Stuff email for the raffle, so they're going.
I hate them. I hate those socks in that picture. I hate
Yeah, this
the
is
fucking
horrible.
pants.
Horrible.
Like that
horrible.
whole setup right there makes me want to punch somebody's mom in the mouth.
it looks
Yeah,
like
they-
something that was created on the Game of Thrones.
Whoever put this together, I need to be working for them because they do not know how to do combos at all.
Winter is coming.
And then
There's no way to get
Yeah.
those.
the Jordan 3 K54s.
Them shits are suited. So do Kai. Yeah.
Man,
Them shits
it's
are
K.
so dope.
It's
It's
K.
K.
It's
I
K.
know.
Correct me, motherfucker.
K.
I say Kai.
Well, you say what you want, but it is K.
Yep, I know. Kai. It's Kai.
These are dope. I don't know if the bottom is going to glow in the dark. It kind of has that look. So I hope it does. But these are the shit. And this is something I have to have. If I have to pay resale for it, then so be it.
And pride joints.
Be true.
And that, you call it pride all you want. I will be proud
No,
to
they're
walk
dope
around with
though.
on my
I don't
feet.
know. They're dope. I would love to have that pair. Yeah, that's
I am
dope.
not homophobic at
There's
all.
nothing wrong with wearing.
wearing.
There's nothing wrong with wearing like the Be True or the Pride stuff, man.
You know what I want to know is how come the rainbow is now like the rainbow has been around forever? Like how come
They took
That's
it
a
over.
joke, by the way.
that's not how that works?
Why you mad? Why you mad if I'm taking it though? That ain't why
That's
you can't
fine.
be
You know
mad.
what? You know what?
That's a
You know what I'm
standard
taking?
fact.
You know what I'm taking? The color blue.
Watch yourself.
Hello.
What?
Nothing, man. So you know what I'm taking, and as we were talking about.
Oh, yeah,
Lord.
my bad. Yeah, pause.
You walked into that one backwards.
Yeah. Hey.
You just got him started. You done got him started.
I didn't get that motherfucker been started.
All right, so that's it. That's all that's coming out.
That's it.
Should be a light weekend. Pocket should stay, relatively fat. Don't have to spend too much, right?
Yeah, well, I'm probably gonna spend a lot to get that.
I'll flip the coin on the blues. I don't need those.
Yeah, I can wait on those threes. I gotta get them.
Yeah, the Blues will probably hit sale. They may end up in the outlet.
I wonder what the production numbers on those are.
That is the question.
Heavy. I feel like they've been lying. Even when they say it's not a lot, there's a lot.
Is it on the Foot Locker app yet? Have we seen? I hadn't even looked.
First come, first serve on Foot Action app.
I'm checking the Foot Locker one now.
They sitting there.
All right.
Yeah, Foot Action app is first come, first serve. I know that. I saw that earlier today. So
shit, they're not even showing that Foot Locker.
Yeah, not yet.
Foot Locker likes to take their good old sweet time putting stuff in there.
Whoa. July 6th, babe. Foot Locker, Kobe Protro 1, Minnesota. Don't forget about those. That's the 6th, baby. Let's go.
Holy shit. Yeah. I want to see you, Marcus. I want to see you get those.
That's just some dumbass. I mean,
that ain't real.
Somebody put 69.
That's not real.
Once they drop, they're gonna probably hover around like in the beginning, maybe like 400, 450.
That ain't real.
69. Yeah, I mean, like there's a size 12 for 500 right now.
Well, someone was an idiot because they had they had theirs out there. They're looking to buy for 100,000. I was like, I'm about to just sell this to you. Net 87 grand.
Yeah.
And then what?
There you go. That was a little ghetto, but shout out to 8-9, sponsor of the show. Their Fast Money collection. That's the hot shit right now. So you want to go ahead and look at the description down below. There is a 30% off code, so it's 30% off as opposed to the 20% off. So make sure y'all go ahead and check it out.
Get fresh.
And shout out Figs, man. He looked out for me this weekend. He took care of all of us this weekend. So shout out Figs.
He straight up let me park my wheelchair back behind his deal there, man. So he's dope.
Behind his deal?
And they also make all the Sneakercon stuff. So
that's what's up.
Yeah, they got a deal there. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the G.A.P. It's my favorite part of the show. Why is it my favorite part of the show, Mo?
Because you talk a whole hell of a lot.
You goddamn right. I need to talk the most. So, the name of the game is GAP. It's gas, ass, or pass. Gas gets you 2 points. Ass gets you no points. It's pass. It gets you 1 point. Tonight, the category is lows. All lows. Any lows from anything, doing anything, anywhere, low. Okay. So.
Low.
Yeah. Even the strip clubs. You could put that on there if you want to.
What?
Your favorite strippers on here. She's getting low. Anyway. We're going to start off tonight with Marcus. Take it away.
Mash your ankles.
Well, I'm gonna go with the Air Max 1 Atmos pack. I found this amazing picture somewhere online. I don't know who took this pic, but it's such a dope ass pic, and whoever it is got some nice legs. No homo, but yeah, I'm going with the Atmos. The Atmos
I
pack.
threw up.
You threw up? 1, man. Okay. With that Jordan silhouette on the jump man on the bottom. Then you with your little freaking stupid video.
I love that video though.
That is great. Wonderful. All right. So real quick before we go around the horn, are we limiting the gas?
Yes.
Nah, let's just go. Let's just go, man.
All right. Well, I mean, this is probably one of the only Air Maxes that I really want. Trying to get that damn price down. I've solicited you a couple of times on numerous occasions.
I've put it out like several times on numerous occasions.
Nah, I need you to go like Super Dan, like the way you be going when you be trying to get the LeBrons. Like I need you to go crazy.
Fine.
Cop those for me. But for now, we're just gonna gas them up.
All right. Next up is let's see.
We all gotta go.
Not next up, Kev. Sorry.
All right. I'm gonna gas these. I'm not a huge fan of runners, but I think that these are really clean. In the pack, I like the 3 over the 1, but the ones are still clean. So I'm gonna gas them.
Can't mess with those 3s. Ugh.
All right, T. Do you have YouTube pulled up, by the way?
I do, and yeah, man, gas. And if you manage to find a pair for Mile, let me know, man. Make it 2.
That's it. Get that damn price.
Just text me your size.
My size.
Go too easy then. All right, and then I love this. This is it's my favorite Air Max 1, and call me a hype beast, whatever you want. The elephant print and the teal hits
or a hype beast.
Yeah, it's fine. But the elephant print with the black and teal, like the Tiffany stuff, I just really dig it. So this is the gas for me. And the comment section also gave you a gas from the usual suspects. So
except for Diva Trucker and JP's. Damn y'all.
Right, but I'm talking about like in general.
I know.
You're one of those motherfuckers that everybody likes you except for one dude, and you're like, how come he doesn't like me?
I don't give a shit about the rest of them that like me. Why this motherfucker don't like me?
So Marcus walks away with a 10. Next up, we got the human races.
Yeah, so that's mine. I chose the human races. Why is that weird?
Go ahead. No, you're good.
It's a great shoe, you son of a bitch.
Okay.
I don't own any. I would like to. I mean, even the joints that came out, what was that, a couple months ago, with all the freaky colors, I'll take those. But I think this right here is probably the dopest. It's the original. The way the black and the yellow pops. And then if you recall, when they introduced the model, just all the different nuances you could do with the laces, throwing them behind, double and triple in the laces, all that stuff. I think that was a winner here that they copped when they released these with Pharrell. So for me, these are super gas.
All right, Marcus.
I'm gonna have to pass. I'm not a fan of the human races. No.
How are you not a fan of the human race? You
well, that too. I'm not a fan of the human race either.
Oh Lord of mercy.
I don't like most of you. But what I should really give it an ass because you could have picked a better. Is this your picture?
No, not my picture. No.
Why did you pick this?
That picture?
It's horrible.
It was readily. No, I just lost some of the picture quality. But,
yeah. It's horrible. I mean,
you know what the hell?
High water joggers.
You know what the shoe is. You know what the shoe.
I don't give a damn.
Critiquing it like
I always critique about the picture I pick, so it's my turn to critique y'all about the picture you pick.
We
this motherfucker got on some Michael Jackson Thriller pants. This shit is trash, and you're lucky you got a pass.
We're not judging the fit.
Yeah, we are today.
It's all right,
Kev. Please go.
Ankles in your pick.
Kev.
I'm gonna go. Huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of the human races. They're not bad. They're not horrible. I just don't.
All right, next. Sons of bitches.
Maul walks away with a 4.
I'll take my.
Oh no! Hold on. Sorry. The usual suspect.
Jenkins.
It's a pass.
Grails.
Grails.
All right, it's a pass. Well, I think unanimous pass.
Yeah, it's a unanimous pass. That's impressive.
Yep, assist game on fleek.
Okay. Next up is T. I'm guessing with the AI load.
Facts. Yeah, I didn't want to pick anything that was kind of cookie cutter, obvious, makes sense. You know, I love me some Kobe's, 4s, 6s, any silhouette. You know, even the AD 360 Next is crazy. That's my favorite sneaker right now to hoop in and even just to be out in. But yeah, going back to everything, the questions, kind of like everything to me. That's my grail. Even though I got them, I happen to have the grail. But yeah, you know, they came out with the lows, man. I had them, super versatile. Stays true to the OG form, and yeah.
All right, Ma.
So like T, AI, that was everything. I was hold up. I'm gonna age myself here. High school, early high school, yeah, possibly. When he came out in the All-Star game with the cornrows, I coincidentally enough had the same going back on Monday. But anytime we talk about a non-Jordan, I always choose this shoe. If Polo doesn't choose it too quick, this is it, man. This is gas. This is the shoe. No questions asked.
All right, Polo.
Well, y'all already know how I feel about this shoe. After Jordans, this is the next best thing out there, and it's actually better than a lot of the Jordans. So this straight gas for me. This is one of my favorites.
Kev.
I'm gonna pass on these, but I pass on the highs too though. So
Jordan centric.
I am. I mean, but like just probably pass on these because the questions on me look ridiculous. Like they're just like Napoleon Dynamite boots. What'd you say?
No. Continue.
You were there speaking that lost language.
That's past. That's just the shoe. I had this one, the red toe low. That's the gas for me. I really do like. I remember I had these way back when, and I was real fat. I'm still real fat, so I had to like wear these sparingly because I feel like I crushed whatever the innards are. I love this shoe, but I'd be crushing the dog shit out of these shoes. I love them, so it's a gas for me. And the usual suspects also gave it a gas. Boop, boop. So walks away with 9. All right, next up. Yes, 'tis me. Yeah. So, this is my shoe. Shocker. It's a LeBron. This bright low 8. I like this shoe a whole bunch. Like a whole bunch. So, it's fire for me. I hope it's fire for y'all. Let's start off with Mom.
I ain't gonna ask it, although I really want to. I never did really like the LeBron 8 lows outside of the Solars and LeBron and Palmer or whatever, but it doesn't do it for me, man. I know you love the shoe, so hopefully it doesn't break your heart, but it's just gentle pass. We're just gonna pass.
All right, Marcus.
I think it's dope, man. I'm a gas it. I like it, I like lows. Unlike a lot of people, I love lows, especially summertime. I hate high tops in the summertime. It just looks fucking corny as hell to me.
Gas these?
Yeah, I gas these, man.
Everybody's gassing them. Kev?
With recent events, no, I'm
think of the Lakers.
I'll gas them. I think they're dope. I mean, I don't own any, but I have some 8s. But yeah, I'll gas them. They're straight.
T.
Love the silhouette. Not really a huge fan of the colorway, so I'm a pass on that colorway, man. But I do like the 8 lows, and I do have some LeBron Palmers sitting here actually.
Well, let me get those.
What size you wear?
I can wear 10.5.
All right, we talk.
Yeah, bet. I'm for real on that. So I walk away with an 8, and that leaves up last but not least, big homie Kev.
I picked the Concord low. I'm not a huge fan of lows, but the Concord low. The Concord's one of my favorite shoes. So that's what I went with, the Concord low.
That's a great explanation. I have these. I like you. I don't rock them quite often, even in the summertime. I don't even rock my 3/4 all that much, but I'll gas these. Like I said, I do have them. I wanted them. I just didn't really find a time to wear them. So,
Kev, not Kev. Sorry, Marcus. Damn it, I'm sorry. I was looking at the screen. Marcus.
I'm gonna gas him because if I pass, then y'all gonna think I'm cheating. So I'm only gonna gas him because I don't want y'all to think I'm cheating. But
Man, we got a pity gas.
I actually had 2 pair of these and I got rid of both of them. So I mean, like I love low, but Concord is I'd rather than me. But I'm gonna go ahead and gas him because I'm not a cheater like you guys. Maybe I learned something today. Doubt it, but
This
Salty.
what's up?
T.
Yeah, I'm a gas some, man. These were I definitely have a pair of these, and I mean, yeah. Again, not the high top rather than the low top, in my opinion, but I still can't hate on the lows.
Right. All right. And I am. All right. So let me see just 2, 4.
Why aren't you counting the points before you decide what you don't know?
I'm just making sure that I had the points right on my phone. That's all. I am going to pass on these. Yeah, for sure. And not because I want Marcus to win or like I literally got rid of all the lows that I had. All of them. I just don't. I don't care for the 11 low. Yeah, I don't. I used to say something else, but I'm not gonna say that anymore because I got hit up by a lady. So, but the usual suspects for sure gave you a gas. So Kev walks away with a 9. So Marcus. Oh my God! Round of applause.
The first time in 3 years.
I don't know what Kev played, but I'm pretty sure it was some fantastic ass shit.
Like it could be open or something.
But congratulations goes to Marcus. Thank you so much for playing. For those at home, you know, the usual suspects, you know, y'all always keep it interesting. Thank you.
Topics.
Topics.
Here they come. Good music versus Drake.
Yes.
Drizzy, during the interview with T, there was like several Drake lines I wanted to drop. As he was saying, I just wish we had the drop. But yeah, listen, it's Drizzy, baby, Scorpion. We've got the productions put out by Good Music. I mean, listen, honest opinion, I thought the first side, part A, side A, whatever you want to consider that, of the Drake album was pretty dope. You definitely have to give it a couple listens to get the content and really extract what he's talking about because he's basically addressing everything that's been going on. So there's no official diss track, there's no response or anything like that, but he goes at Kanye, and I like I said, give it another chance. If you just give it a 1-through listen, it's not gonna be for you. That being said, I still like the Pusha T album. The 7 tracks on there are dope. The beats are dope. The lyrical content is dope. So for me, that's still gonna take the nod. But listen, it's a solid production.
And let's rank them too.
I don't want to rank.
Oh yeah, no, you're talking about like ranking like the Drake, Kanye, Pusha.
You're not gonna be mad at me, but it's Pusha, then Drake, and then everything else falls below that. I'm not a big fan of the Nas album. Definitely not a big fan of the Kanye album, and the Kanye Kid Cudi thing just doesn't do it for me. So.
All right. So
did you listen to Tiana Taylor?
No, I did not.
Yeah, it's not really my cup of tea. So
yeah,
I guess I could have left her off, but I didn't want to leave her out.
My bad. Yeah, Tiana. Like I said, it's 1, 2, then everything else you can get in line. It just is what it is.
Yeah, I want to like Kanye's album. I keep trying to listen to it, and trying to like get into it, but it kind of hurts my feelings. Because I like most of it. The only album I didn't like was Jesus. And then there's this one. And it's just like, it's not bad, but it's not like it's it's like background music, you know, like it just doesn't do anything. It's like, blah. You know, like, but I do like Push's album. I do. I feel extra hard when I ride in it. You know, like when I'm driving and Push is playing, like I feel real hard.
Taking them pills and driving?
Yeah,
Taking them blue pills?
You know. Exactly. Real hard. I like it. I've always liked Push's delivery and the way that he does the thing. So, Kid Cudi's album's all right. Yeah, pause. Kid Cudi's album's all right. I don't know if I can't tell if Drake, but the picture's small. Kid Cudi's album's all right. But really, like for me, I've just been listening to Black Thought, and that's about it. So
as far as these guys, for me, the Drake I got to listen to a little bit more. As I listen to it, like I start liking a little bit more, but it doesn't have those songs that like reach out to you and grab your attention. Like I think Pusha probably had the most songs like that. And then I actually like Nas a lot too, but I think part of the reason I like Nas is because I watched The Listening Party, so I was able to kind of tag that nostalgia of people actually vibing to the song. Where I think that a lot of people should start publicizing that, because I think that allows you to kind of immerse yourself into the emotion of the song. Kid Cudi, it was all right. I think there's maybe 2 songs that I like on that one. And Ye, one song. I think there's one song I like on Ye a lot, and then maybe one other one that's all right. But just the 7-song thing. I think if you got 7 songs, you got to have 7 bangers. And it's tough to put 7 bangers out because people, I think that we're so used to having that lull in the album where you're like, all right, that song's all right. But 7, you gotta bring it all out. So, pause.
Well, the chat, and I gotta agree with most of what people in the chat are saying. J. Cole still has album of the year.
Yep.
I mean,
yeah, but J. Cole ain't in this conversation.
I'm throwing him out there. I don't think I'm throwing him in the conversation. He got the best album out.
You the one that's playing rock, paper, scissors, grenade.
Heavily. Now, next up, I'm gonna throw Nas out there. I mean, to me, it's probably one bad track. You got 7 tracks and one of them that's bad. You have people that have 19 tracks and only have one good. Drake is one of them because
you don't like Drake anyway.
You don't like it.
Hold on. This speech, I tried to like Drake. I tried to listen to it over and over again because everybody kept coming on IG talking about how great it was. I tried. I don't. And then to have Jay-Z come on your song and fuck you over, don't come back with that renegade shit. We ain't talking about that. We talking about this album today. But a man who's supposed to slay everybody lyrically, to have Jay-Z come on your shit and kill you and drop probably the verse of the year, you should have scrapped that song. I wouldn't have put that on my album. Sorry, I wouldn't have put that on my album. You're not going to kill me on my song, drop the verse of the year, and then I'm going to come out with this weak-ass album. Nah. So Drake, I'm going to go Nas, Pusha, Ye, Drake, and then whatever.
But what? All right. So what do you think about the Jay-Z and Beyonce? I
put that over fucking Drake album.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't like that at all. To be honest with you.
How many tracks Drake got? 19.
Cut your mic.
20 something.
Okay, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna say 2 tracks. The one, it's either before or after the track with him and Jay-Z is something you can listen to. Outside of that, it's
the intro was dope as hell. Survival was dope. Like all the shit that he says on there, 8 out of 10 dope. Is this more? Like, are you kidding me? Side A is really, really dope.
You're a Drake fan. You fucking can come out rapping any, meeny, miny, mo, and y'all gonna be all on top of that shit. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm a hip hop fan. It has nothing to do with, I like Drake or I don't. If Drake come out with a dope ass album, I'm gonna give him his props for it. I'm not gonna give somebody some props just because I like the artist. His shit is trash, man. It's trash. And you can tell he put this album together quickly, and with the topics, he should have hit harder. Now, I do give him his props for some of the things he spoke on. I give him his props for that. But that sing-songy shit this nigga does all the time, I'm tired of it, dude.
That's who he is.
If you're a lyricist, come out and be a lyricist. Give me one album with straight lyrics and none of that bullshit singing shit that you do. Give me one fucking album with just straight hip-hop, period. No singing R&B, want to be R. Kelly ass shit. Give me one straight lyrics.
It's the Nigga Album, Volume 18.
This guy. T, please help us.
Honestly, the beef is kind of bullshit. Drake got mad because they texted Kanye and said we coming out with so-and-so date is when Scorpions drop in. And that's right after Kanye had tweeted, these are when we're releasing in June. And when Kanye said, that's cool, Drake, we're not changing any of our dates, Drake got kind of hurt over it. And to me, it's kind of weak to get hurt. I like competition. I like it when two dope sneakers drop the same day. I like it when two things happen on the same day and you got to choose one. And I'm one of them. I like trying to make myself valuable, trying to be the winner. And Drake didn't want to go head to head. And when I think of head to head, I think of Kanye and 50 Cent going head to head. And they both embraced it. They made a bet over it. So, the second that Drake did that was kind of bitch to me. And then you have everyone kind of saying after Pusha's, after Pusha dropped that song, everyone's like, wow, he killed Drake. I'm off Drake. But then Drake sets all these streaming records. So it kind of lets you know, like, A, social media is bullshit. B, people got short memories. C, people's hype beasts, and they're going to listen to whatever's new anyway. But with all that said, look, I'm not mad. I listened to good music all of June. I honestly haven't even listened to Drake yet, not because I'm not going to, but the urgency isn't there where maybe it was, 4 or 5 years ago. So not saying I'm not here for the Drake album, though I am saying I'm not here for that Drake Adidas line. But yeah, Pusha, Nas, Kanye, Cudi, I liked all of it, but it's all different aesthetics. Drake, we'll see when I listen to it, but that's a long fucking track list. Someone needs to be in there cutting it. Isn't that 40's job to be like, all right, some of these need to hit the cutting room floor? Because I heard a Pusha interview where he was like, I have 50 songs, and we got to get to 7. Yeah. I'm sure that 43 of those are better than 18 of Drake's. So
I kind of agree. But the album is good. The album, like Drake's album, is good. Like it's good, like rolling music. Like it's something that can play and you can vibe with it, and it's just kind of like, like
it's considered a double album, is it not?
It would be, yeah. It's even numbered as a double album. Like on iTunes, it's double.
I just think that like it would have been a different story if you had a different producer. Say if Kanye had produced his, it may sound a little bit better. I like the samples that Kanye uses.
But you're Drake, so why can't you get the better producers? You're Drake. You should be able to get in.
He's loyal.
He's loyal to who's producing this shit?
I think at the end of the day, you got to keep in mind too, Drake is definitely not making music for us.
Right.
He is making it for a super young crowd, probably female crowd / young dudes who are more feminine than we are.
Yeah.
Most on that like this.
What?
Super young feminine dudes like you guys who all
like you the one with the Louboutins and the purses and whatnot.
Just hitting that different demos. Just hitting that different demos, man. Him and Pusha, 2 different demos. Pusha's a way better rapper, obviously, but Drake's done way more numbers traditionally over his career, and they're just speaking to 2 different audiences.
I think he's a better entertainer.
Listen,
not a better entertainer, but like I think Drake can reach a larger mass. Like he's, it's watered down. Where, yeah,
people feel safer at a Drake concert than they do at a
He's friendly. He's happy all the damn time. He confesses.
God damn!
Why we gotta be walking around?
Oh my god!
With
How
a
you gonna punish a man for being happy all the time?
He's a grumpy old man.
You get in here and you be miserable with us. How dare you be happy and shit? Fucking be miserable. Like the rest of us miserable motherfuckers.
DeCarlo said polos and purses.
And now walking this earth happy 24/7. Every time you see Drake, he happy. And Drake
shit. He
and they try to look like Drake with you growing your beard out, shit, motherfucker. Get your own personality. Quit trying to look like Drake. Talking about hating on light skin. My woman light skin. I like light skin. I just don't like you motherfuckers. Okay.
This guy. Oh, Grady.
All right. Well, that was that.
Yeah. Let's move. Way to kill that joint. So,
all right, hold on.
We'll talk about the
transition. Wait. You got to see what's up because I don't know how the order I put them in there. All right.
I don't know what order I put them in.
All right. Brown gang.
Are you talking? Are you gonna talk though? Because I think you should introduce us.
Oh, we're gonna talk about the 800-pound gorilla in the room. You know,
like I feel like Kev's got to introduce this though.
Is he ready?
Yeah,
Ready?
All right. This hit me a couple different ways. I mean, the selfish part of me doesn't want to lose LeBron to, out of the state or whatever. But I want to see him be successful. I'm a LeBron fan. I just don't think that the Lakers are going to be able to put up the numbers that they need in order to be successful, especially in the West. And now with the movement that Golden State just made, I mean, I don't see them competing, and I really don't like having to go, all right, I'm a LeBron fan, but there's been all these Lakers fans that's hated LeBron and talk shit about LeBron constantly all the time, and now it's just like they're up there throwing powder up in the air and shit. And I'm like, bro, you didn't even like LeBron until, now. And then they're talking about, well, don't come over to the bandwagon. It's like, the bandwagon, we bringing the bandwagon here. Like, you jumping on this bandwagon. LeBron is the team. With that being said, I mean, I'm a free agent now. I still will root for LeBron. LeBron is my favorite basketball player currently, but I don't know, man. I mean, I wasn't a Cavs fan before LeBron, and I'll be open and honest with that. This because it's in Ohio. Growing up, we rooted for Jordan. In football, I mean, I'm a Ravens fan, but the only team that I stay true to pretty much is. What's this called? Ohio State. Yeah. So, I don't know, man. What are your thoughts on the move? Do you think that it makes sense? I mean, if he did it for his family, cool. I respect that.
That was the message, right? Bron Jr.'s he's going to play high school ball in LA. All signs pointed to that. That being said, I was still like, wow, that shit really happened. Like, I was like 99% like, yeah. We're having a conversation. I was at a party yesterday, was talking about it. I was like, oh, yeah, he's definitely going to LA. Oh, you think he's going to Philly? Ha, ha, ha. And then it happened. I'm like, oh, shit, wait, he really did it. Oh, my God. Like, that shit was nuts. So it's going to be crazy to see him in the purple and gold. The PE is about to be off the hook. I already know. Like, I think it's great. It's a wild, wild west. PG ended up re-signing with OKC. You see, now that he's gone there, everything else, all the other transitions and acquisitions and in the moves, Rondo just signed on, Lance signed on. Like, this is it, man. This is fun. I'm like, all right, let's fast forward to the regular season. Let's get it going.
Rondo and Lance is coming off the bench, man. I mean, that's not enough. That he could have had that in Cleveland.
It's not over.
It's kind of over. Like if Boogie gets healthy, it is a wrap. Like, they got JaVale McGee. It said, all right, take that. Take JaVale. Bring on Boogie. I take that trade every day.
I feel like you have an inner track here. So
yeah, I think it's definitely always been basketball reasons until this summer for Bron.
I agree.
I think rightfully so. He kind of said, let me put basketball in the background. I've accomplished everything. Let me see what's going to be best for the whole James crew. And I think he did that. And I think within that, part of the reason he could set aside basketball reasons was because he knows no matter where he went, he was not beating the Warriors this year. So the thought being, all right, this year I'm going to have fun. I'm going to do what's best for the family. I'm going to play great ball. I'm going to obviously try to beat them. But I'm also going to pass on this year because I know Draymond and Clay are both free agents next summer. So I don't win in 2018-19. Fuck it. I'm already looking at 19-20. One, I'm going to sign one of those two dudes to LA. But more than that, like, that is when the Warriors dynasty is going to break up, and I'm going to go reclaim, the title. And it's almost like if I'm only thinking about this year like I was doing in Cleveland, I'm going to end up with a shitty team in 3 years because I'm going to trade all my chips for some quick little pawns, and I'll be left with dust in 3 years and old men. And it's like, let me play strategic. I don't even care if we get Kawhi right now. I don't want us to trade the young core for Kawhi because we can keep the young core and get Kawhi or Clay next summer. And shit, a lineup with Lonzo at the one who, whatever he is or isn't, is a great passer and has great court vision. Clay at the two, Bron at 3,
Don't say
Ingram.
that. Don't say that. Don't say that to me, T.
So I think LeBron's playing a much longer game than he's ever played before, while at the same time looking out for his family. And yeah, he's not just on a 1-year deal and said fuck it. Could have signed in Boston on a 1-year deal and said fuck it. This was a matter of let me make the 3 to 4 year decision where I'm going to look out for everybody. And I think on his end, great, why not? And I think on the Lakers end, you need to do it, even though you know at the end of the day that we've all forgotten that LeBron is human. But in December, he turns 34 years old, and there is bound to be the wheels falling off at some point. The train gets some rust on it, and I know he's doing everything he can mentally and physically to avoid that. Best doctors, best trainers, best this, best that, best the other, best herbs and medicine, I'm sure. But at the end of the day, some shit is going to go down. So to me, best case Lakers, they have a great fun year this year. They win the championship next year, and then probably year 3, you see a steady decline, if not like a catastrophic injury, God forbid. But I see that being the case. But if you get a chip out of it, shit, it was worth it. They'd do it any day of the year.
So we'll call him 2 years. He's bringing the chip to LA. That's what you're claiming.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying it's wide open again after next year. You'd be hard pressed to find someone that says Golden State doesn't win it this year. And again, barring injury, and it's fucking very hard to go to that many straight finals and to win that many straight finals. It's taxing on the body. I know Clay and them dudes is tired, and then they got to go to China where he is right now. You got to do Nike tours, shoe tours. UA's got to step out there running business. But at the end of the day, they got so much talent that they know they can take off until February, March. Drop some games they should win, and still got enough in the tank to get through anybody. I mean, who they going to see out there? Houston, same team, but a year older. I mean, CP3, never healthy. Great player, but never healthy. Let's see Boston in the finals. I mean, come on now. That's a 4-game series against this Warriors team.
Oh, yeah. I think that he's going to be super frustrated. I mean, I think that these young guys, I think they're going to be kind of in awe because they look up to LeBron, I think. And I can see them watching him play like the Cavs watch him play. And then I could see him getting just as frustrated as he was with JR when he didn't know what the fuck was happening in the goddamn game. But, and I'm going to be optimistic. I still want him to be great because, I mean, he's the best player. I want to see him do the most. I want to see people that hate on the greatness eat shit, and then I feel like with this move that, I mean, I haven't bought into it, but it'll be what it is.
I respect this decision as a father, as a family guy,
right?
And all that, what you're doing for your kid. But as far as a player, I have zero respect for it at all, because if you're chasing to be the greatest, this title that everybody keeps trying to bestow on him, that's not where you go. You know what I'm saying? You go, everybody else is doing this. We're going to build a super team. You do the same thing. He's not hard-pressed for money, and that's what kills me about these players, especially LeBron, with the money that he makes. He's not hard-pressed for money. He doesn't have to go anywhere and take a big-ass contract. He can go somewhere and, work out a deal because, he's getting billions from Nike. So why go to the Lakers, a team that's still rebuilding, that's not going to get past Houston or Golden State this year or next year? Y'all are hyping up saying this person may go here and this. We don't know that. What we know is what's in place right now. We can't look at 2019 and say, okay, Kawhi be free agent, he may go there. We don't have any idea. So we can't look at that and say he may win, in 2020. We got to go with what's out there right now. And that's a bad move. I mean, unless LeBron and Kawhi and all of them know something that we don't know, then there's some shit going on behind the scenes in the NBA that needs to be taken care of right now.
Because even if you have –
It's safe to say Bron always knows something we don't know. Clutch always got something we don't know. Even like Lakers signing KCP last year, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope to that stupid deal, 19 M's. Part of that was getting in the good graces of Clutch, Rich Paul, Bron's team. Part of that was also seeing how the organization works from the inside. Will this work for LeBron? That was like a vetting scenario. And I just feel like it's hard to understand just how far ahead Bron and his team are thinking. And not even that, but the insight they have and the channels that they're back channeled, the conversations they get to have, because he's Bron, the amount of doors that opens. I just feel like conversations that we think could not possibly have taken place have taken place, will take place, and the level of like transparency the average fan has is little, man. Like you don't really see what's going on. Behind the scenes.
You're looking out 2 years from now when Kawhi Leonard was hurt pretty much the last couple of seasons.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely not saying I'm definitely not saying bet on Kawhi. I definitely don't believe in that. But I also think like by signing with LA, Bron was like, I know I'm not winning the title this year, whether I'm in Cleveland, whether I'm in LA. So let me just do what's best for my family, which is
that's why I hate basketball. That's why I hate today's basketball. Don't stop me, Dan. This is why I hate today's basketball. Because in the old days, back when I was watching ball, when MJ and all those guys
on that black and white TV,
every game to win. Period. They came on the court to win. It wasn't about money, endorsements, none of that. It was about winning. It's a whole different thing now. These guys are all friends after they come off the court and they go out and have drinks. It's different. And I have no love or appreciation for the day. So it's still a favorite sport, but
all right. So LeBron. All right. First and foremost, I think this is a family move, straight up. Like, how can I best set my kids up for the best possible scenario and maintain, or something about his career? That's the best shit a grown ass man can do for his family, no matter what. That's it, right? 2, you just said he should have gone to a super team or created a super team. And normally when people do that, they get the boos and they get their gestures out, and now that he didn't do that, he went to a team with like one could-be superstar with a weird fucking shot, like, and then I don't understand. I don't understand.
See what you know. I mean, I'm a LeBron fan. Don't get me wrong. I say this all the time. I tell you guys all that. It may seem like I don't like LeBron when I talk about him. I just talk about facts. Again, y'all looking at it from a fan standpoint of LeBron. I'm looking at it from a basketball angle. Okay.
That's the same thing, though.
I ain't no LeBron fan, so
he went to LA for his family. Why couldn't he do? First of all, your kid can go there. You don't have to necessarily go to a team there just because your kid lives there. There's plenty of people who play outside of the state from where their family is. So you can really miss me with that if you're going to sit up here and talk about, oh, he made the decision for his family. And he really could have went somewhere else and his kid could have played in L.A. They don't have to live in the same house.
I think he likes to be where his kids are. I think he likes to.
Yeah, he can't walk in that man. What he should do.
He's on the road. Dude is on the road for months at a time.
True.
So what's the difference? I mean, what's the difference, man? Come on. Really.
I'm saying he's not making a move, and for the first time in LeBron's career, he's not making a move with the intention of gaining a chip. That's not what this is about. That's not what this is about.
But I think that's what makes it frustrating to Marcus and I is that. If you're the greatest player in the game right now, and to just kind of shut it down, and and what T's saying, it makes sense too. If he's planning down the road, however, he is getting older, and it's just like it was sad when you saw Jordan on the decline, where you knew he wasn't Mr. Invincible anymore. It was tough to take that in. You see him in a Wizards jersey, and he's not the same Jordan.
Yeah, but that was 2001 when he came back.
What I'm saying though,
it was years removed. He retired on top and said, "Damn, I got some of that ball."
But when he came back though, he still wasn't the same person. And
would you expect him to be, 5 years later?
Nigga, I'm saying when he's out on the court, you expect his legacy to be fresh, regardless. He's not going to compete with the Lakers. I don't think they're going to compete with the Lakers. He is LeBron James. He can take a team to the finals. I just don't see him taking the team to the finals when you got the Warriors doing what they're doing, and I don't know what Houston did because they lost Ariza. Or if they're gonna backfill that, I mean, if you could get AD there or somebody like that, could be a nice pickup. If the Celtics could get AD, that could be something.
He could have went to Houston and been a contender. He could have went to OKC and been a contender. He could have went to Philly and been a contender. He had many opportunities to go places where he could have been a contender. They chose.
I would have liked to see him in OKC.
So
honestly,
he's gonna leave
OKC
his
would have been
kid.
nice.
He's gonna leave his son at a high school out of state, have his family live in Oklahoma.
Once a year. Does he play basketball 12 months a year, Mo?
9.
Yeah, but
All
different.
other fathers have other jobs that don't even pay nearly as much as what LeBron pays, that don't live near their kids. Come on, man. Miss me with that. For real, dude. The dude can get a jet and fly home all week. So
because he can do that, he should go play in Houston.
I mean, if you serious about your legacy, not necessarily Houston. I'm not just saying that because that's where I wanted him. He could have went to OKC. I mean, he could have went anywhere where he give him an opportunity to win. And this frustrates me because I want to see him be the greatest. You know what I'm saying? I want that. But now it's just like that's tarnished that for me because you've gone somewhere.
He wins a chip next year. Does that tarnish that?
No, it doesn't. But he's not going to, Molly. You know that. So don't ask me a question that you know is not.
I don't know that.
And JP says we're mad at LeBron for going to better weather. The weather doesn't have anything to do with it because Houston's got nice weather. I mean, anywhere in Florida's got nice weather. But just to go to a team that can compete, like I just don't see them being able to compete. Like we said, I understand, the fact I'm a father. I want to be around my kids all the time too. So that part I do understand. I just don't think that they got the pieces that probably should have attracted him to the Lakers. I think that he could have went somewhere else and got the pieces.
Lars is saying
do you think he's ever going to beat MJ or Kobe for that matter?
At this point, no.
Do you think that's ever going to happen?
As far as titles, what do you mean?
Do you think like
the barbershop conversation?
Right. Do you think he's ever going to be there? Like, even if he'd have gone to any of these other teams, would he have ever been there? No,
yes.
He has his opportunity record in the thing. So at this point, he can just do whatever. Like, how cool? No, I'm just saying, like, how cool is like it was more rhetorical. Like, of course he's not going to be Kobe. Of course he's not going to be MJ. He's never going to beat those people in the minds of those people who say that he is not the GOAT, right?
You know what took that away from him? When I saw him quit twice now. Twice.
Prime
that
example.
Took that away.
Prime example. So that being said, like he is free of all the bullshit for the first time in his career. He doesn't have to. He's done chasing a ghost. He's done chasing whatever. He can just be LeBron and play where LeBron wants to play. Maybe he's always wanted to play for the Lakers. Maybe he can do something different. Maybe he can like literally just be a basketball player. Like that's cool.
JP,
that's cool for him.
Jordan quit. Please type in here and tell me when Jordan quit.
But I'm saying the thing about LeBron is that he's playing at a high level right now, and to waste that time with him playing that way, it feels like we're getting cheated, and that's just me saying being real and being selfish as far as watching the game being played. Like we may never see somebody like LeBron play again, and for him to kind of fade into the shadow of LA, fade into the shadow of Kobe, I think that I don't know. I think it does take away probably for other people. I still think LeBron's one of the greatest players ever.
I agree. He's number 3 in my book.
But I'll give him 2. But I don't know. I just think that he's just. What was that?
Real fine.
I think we're good. It says that we're still good. I just heard a little noise.
I sent a message. T, do you got to roll?
I do have to roll a minute. I was just gonna say we might never see LeBron play the way he played this past year, specifically in the playoffs. We might never see that again. But you know what? Bless, we got YouTube, we got NBA TV, we're gonna have the highlights. But that will be the peak. Just like Kobe peaked in 2004, averaging 35 a game for a whole season. I revisit that. When you talk to him and ask him, he'll be like, that is the moment when I was at my physical peak and mental peak as far as the two of them combined. And it's like there always is that one moment where someone is at the pinnacle, and after that, you're always on the backside of the hill. And Bron, knowing Bron better than we know Bron physically and mentally, he probably knows, like, shit, I could not do that again if I need to. You know, and I don't disagree with what you guys are saying. Like it tarnishes, it doesn't tarnish, but it takes away from the legacy because we'll never know how long he could have done it, how good he could have been, what the stats could have been.
Right.
But I don't think Bron gives a fuck, and that's the biggest difference from now in the '90s.
Yeah.
It isn't like, to me, it isn't like playing to win. It isn't how hard. It isn't being willing to fight. It's like these dudes just care about different things, man. They don't care about the same things the guys cared about. They got too much other shit going on.
You see that with Melo all the time.
For better and worse. For better and worse. For worse in this fact, like we're not going to get to see Bron, peak Bron, for as long as we want to see him.
Right.
For better, though, because this dude's diversifying himself further than basketball. And he's got a lot of other shit going on. And we're not even mentioning LA. He's got his own production company going on. He's overseeing his business interests. And yeah, like in the sense where he's making so much money, it's crazy. He doesn't need every dollar. But shit, like it's up to him. Why not, man? Like, yes, it'll take away the way we look at him, but if it'll make him feel better, if it's what he wants to do, he's done everything he wanted to do. Hoop. When I grew up hooping, I only wanted to accomplish certain things. I still love hooping. I probably love it more than they do, more than Bron does, but it's a matter of he's accomplished everything in the game he thinks he can, and if he feels that way, fuck it. You know, he wants to keep playing. He's not ready to retire. He wants to keep playing, but he wants to pursue every other interest, and there's no doubt he'll be at the undefeated headquarters, and he'll be uninterrupted, whatever the fuck. He'll be at his production company, Spring Hill. He'll be working on his reality TV shows. I'm sure he'll be having some side deals going on, and the hustle will be there. And I don't think it'll take away from what we see on the basketball court, but it will allow him to oversee all of his business interests in the way that he wants to. And yeah, I agree with you. It does take away a little bit from us seeing him chase rings, us seeing what he could do if he was in Houston this year or Boston or Philly, and we might not get to see what we want to see, but Bron don't give a single fuck about any of us.
Right.
Yeah.
No, he said that after the Mavs series. He let everybody know where he where he felt about that. Real quick before you go, MVP, James Harden. Yay, nay? LeBron should have got it. What do you think?
My man said this like 2 years ago. Anytime LeBron doesn't win the MVP award, when you think about it in June or July, you're going to feel stupid. It might make sense at the time. He might have had the best like stats, the best regular season. But when you think about it in June and July, how can you say Bron wasn't the best player on the NBA floor this year?
Every single
but
game.
it's like that. It's like
true.
that MJ situation. Like guys get bored giving to the same dude every single year. I think we get fat. You know, you get to have a nice steak every night. You stop remembering how fucking good steak tastes.
Right.
And I think we've seen so much steak since 2003. We always looking for that next thing. And then I think this year we probably voted for the lamb chops. You know, and the day that like Dame Lillard wins the MVP award, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Not because he's not a great player, but because we created this narrative of a different dude has to win it all the time.
Right.
And the fact that Kobe only has that single MVP award, is laughable. It kind of speaks to what the award means. And to be honest, these dudes don't really give a fuck. I think dudes do. James does. I think Steph does. I think the guys who are winning it every year, or who aren't winning it every year but deserve to, I think they kind of like just head out of it, man. Bron don't care how many MVP awards he wins because he and his peers know he should win it every year. I'm sure he was honestly happy for James because, like, fuck it. If I'm not going to win it, at least let, this dude win it. But, of course, it should be Bron. And I'm sure, honestly, it'll probably still should be Bron next year, even though I'm saying he's going to be on a different level, maybe a little lower. Can't no one touch LeBron. Everything he does for the game of basketball, he can literally, yeah. I ain't got to go there with you guys. You all know, but LeBron is LeBron, man. And I love James Harden. But if I told you could have James Harden tomorrow or LeBron James, I don't even think I need to poll you who you going to take.
LeBron James. LeBron James. LeBron James.
But on that note, man, appreciate y'all having me. Know y'all got more shit to talk about. But, yeah, much love. Thank you very much, man. Make sure I get everybody.
Thanks, bro.
Make sure I get everybody's info so I can get you some socks out in the mail. Take care of y'all, some socks and laces. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate the real combo too, y'all. Y'all definitely know your shit. Sneakers, hoops, everything. And yeah, man.
All right, man. I'll catch you, T. I'll holler at you.
Peace.
Bron,
Bron, next up.
So
we're gonna hit OT a little bit, but this is on y'all.
Yeah, it's a Sneakercon recap. Let us know, those who weren't there, what we missed, the good, bad, the ugly, the indifferent.
Marcus, you go first.
You go first.
All right. Well, I mean, I spent most of my. It's your city. That's what I'm saying.
You go first. Let me finish.
All right. So I spent most of my Sneakercon on the stage. It was pretty cool. Like they did an interview. They interviewed me on my past and how I got to be taking pictures of sneakers and stuff. So that was pretty cool, and I kind of felt honored about that. And then I got to interview Yeezy Busta, Jumpman Bostic, Kusto, and JC. You know, I got to sit down with four, well, in my mind, 3 legends and somebody who's making a name for himself in a very unusual way. You know, I respect what Yeezy Busta does. You know, but it was interesting to get down and sit down and talk with these people, and you know, ask them the questions that I wanted to ask them, like shit that I wanted to know. You know, like, and I think that's really cool. You know, and as per usual, anytime there's a Sneakercon, I'm not a legend. Y'all need to stop all that nonsense.
You're an icon.
Okay. Anytime you
Shout out
get to
the
sit
mic.
down, anytime you get to, anytime we go to a Sneakercon and it's my family that's there, it's really cool. But this one was really special for me because I got to bring my daughter along, and you know, some people got to see me in a different light. They got to see me be a father instead of just seeing me be, you know, an unhinged individual. You know, my dad was there, or my dad mode was there, and that was really cool. You know, my daughter thought it was interesting that people were like, "Yo, can you sign this bag for me?" And that was pretty neat. You know, she took pictures. She thought it was interesting. Sneakercon is Sneakercon. I love it every time I go. You know, but you know, at the end of the day, like, I overdid it as usual. My body hurts. I'm having to medicate like a motherfucker to be on the show tonight. So hence my energy is a tad down. But you know, I got to see my brother, my older brother, like, you know, senior. You know, he's
very older. He's my uncle.
Jumpman is not watching, so can you stop talking about it?
Yeah, so, you know, it was dope. I always love going to the, you know, Polo's hometown. It's hot as fuck. I sweat the whole damn time. And with that, I'll kick you to Polo, man.
All right, Sneakercon Dallas, man. What can I say? I had it's hard to rank it, but it's right there with Atlanta, and I had an amazing time in Atlanta, so it's right there. But the actual event of Sneakercon to me was whack. The best part of Sneakercon to me was Daniel, seeing him on stage and seeing him interact. Just the way we all know how he moves around when he has Sneakercon, but seeing him on stage and talking and telling his story was amazing to me. You know, and I put it on IG Live, and I didn't get that many people watching, bastards. But anyway, I missed out. Afterwards. Yeah, I missed out because it was great. It was amazing to see him there. His daughter was there watching. We were all there watching, you know, and I've told Daniel numerous times, and I feel this way even more now. I think he is, you know, you got your Kais, you got your Tony D and all those guys. I think Dan is the next coming of that. I think we're going to see that wave fade away, and you're going to see Daniel, who's going to be that guy. And I think Sneakercon will appreciate it because it'll be a true, real sneakerhead. And I'm not taking anything away from Tony D or none of those guys. I love Tony D. But I'm saying, you know, it's different with Daniel, where it's just sneakers. With some of those other guys, it's everything. But with him, it's just sneakers. He'll come out with the oldest damn pair of shorts and a shirt that's faded as fuck. He'll have some dope kicks on, and that's what it's all about. And there's no shot at him. That's who he is. And I appreciate that. You know, that's what the culture is all about. And just, you know, like I said, seeing him at Sneakercon, it always, you know, puts a smile on my face to see how he moves and how he does things and how he interacts with people. And I just really feel like he's going to be that next headliner that the real people, the real sneakerheads are going to come to Sneakercon and enjoy it. because I'm getting to the point where I don't even want to go. I just go for these guys. And that's the second part of it. You know, so many people came in, and I mean, it was amazing from everywhere. You know, Word was there. You know, Camp Out, Chris, KB. Man, when I tell you, we had so much fun. I got no sleep. I'm still tired. That's why I look like this. I mean, I'm tired as hell, but I had fun. And it was something that I needed, something I enjoyed. You know, with the crazy ass year I've had, I needed some fun, and I enjoyed it. And I wish Maul would have been here. I wish Kev would have been here. I kept thinking about that the whole time. Man, I miss my brothers. We would have had such a good time. But with everybody who came in, it was great. I mean, I had a blast. And, you know, with that, Atlanta is the place we playing it next, and I hope we get everybody. Everybody who came here said they're coming back, and I hope all of us can be there because I just love getting together with these guys. I mean, that's one of the biggest highlights of my life every year is hanging out with these dudes because, I mean, they're my brothers, and I love them. And I hate that I didn't get to spend as much time with Daniel this time, you know, as normal, you know, because usually he with me pretty much 24/7. You know, it was a little different. But I respect that, you know, and seeing him with his daughter was amazing because my kid don't give a shit about no damn sneakers. If I paid her to go,
she got my daughter got a pair though, and like, you know, like, and she was hustling, like she was like, no, we're gonna go look now, right? We're gonna go look now, right? We're gonna go look now. And she just kept like man,
she was into it, and that was
she
so
was
cool. So damn cool.
I mean, like, she had me in my chair. Like, I kept like, and that's a cool thing. Like, it was really cool, you know, to spend that time with my daughter because, you know, she's had a rough go here over the past couple weeks, and like, she was really like protective, you know, like get in the chair. She took my leg, like, you know, and it was really cool. And she pushed me around, and like I wanted to stop and go talk to folks, and she was like, "Nah, we're making another lap." You know, and so, you know, we did, and we found her new maroon 6s, and they were dead stock, and they had a little try-on mat, you know, which I thought I'd never seen before. They let people try them on, so it was really cool. You know, and she called up Cam, like she FaceTime Cam, her brother, and, you know, it was like, what pair are we getting you? What do you want? She, you know, she like, you know, did that sell, and I was like, you better calm down. Like, this is my money. You know, but like I agree. Like, I didn't get to spend as much time out and about because I spent more time with my daughter, and the fact that my leg is just not what it was last season. You know, but I am really looking forward to ATL. You know, and she definitely did take care of me at the restaurant the other night, D-Lo. Yeah, but I am looking forward to ATL. I really hope all the usual suspects come. You know, start planning now. I'll make sure to get the dates for ATL as soon as possible.
October 27th, October 28th.
Go ahead and put it in your calendars now. October 27th, October 28th. You know, please try to be there if you can. You know, it's what it is, and this is where, you know, the usual suspects, this is where we do our thing, is an ATL, and I'm really grateful for that as well, because that means I don't have to travel.
Mm-hmm. All right, you guys want to get in the hashtag hero?
Let's do it.
Hashtag hero.
Falcons got to buy that week, man.
I don't want to talk about football. I'm still not over it.
Hashtag hero, and I'm gonna go first. My hashtag hero is Mr. Ricky Retro. I know he watches after the fact, but he's over here delivering the packages to y'all. Unpaused.
Special delivery.
But yeah, hashtag hero, super homie. You know, I've conversed with this guy ever since I got on the gram, so much respect to this guy.
You know, I love Ricky. He's one of my favorite dudes. I just want to know why he's looking like the principal at a high school.
Yeah, he's looking like Mr. Feeney on Boy Meets World.
That motherfucker posted up. I love him. He's for real. He's an OG in the game, like for real.
Definitely.
And you know,
And he takes this shit seriously.
Yeah, and if you post that, he posted up a picture of himself in the '80s, and he looks exactly the same.
Yeah, he don't.
I don't know what he's doing, but I need to learn how he's doing it. Poindexter, right?
This is Marcus's.
That is me. Even though Poindexter been pissing me off lately with his comments, he's still my boy, and I thought this combo was dope, so I had to go with a nice little picture, you know, with the feet hanging and shit. So yeah, I had to go with it.
All right. Next up is Daniel.
Hey. Yeah, I went with the usual suspect, man. Like that's been in here from the get go. I wanted to show some love. This is a pair of basics that I wouldn't rock, but I think the picture's cool.
This is Diodorus.
It's a Diodorus? I thought that was Asics.
Yes,
no, that's right. I'm sorry. Either way, I just wanted to show some love to D-Back, man. That dude, he's one of the first people to fuck with me when I first came on the thing. And so shout out to D-Back.
All right. And last but not least, Ma with
It's your man. The son of some man. I can't do it. I'm already raspy. But yeah, man, had to show love to the homie, the son of some man, Ed. Congratulations on the twins. Dope
Hey.
shots fire, y'all. Of the international threes. Yeah, man. Shout out to the homie. Dope shot. You got the perfect pair of stand socks on, so had to show some love.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, and then I also wanted to hold on. Let me get this one down. I also want to show some love to people that have already started doing. This week. We're doing Monday Midsole OGs. That's gonna be the hashtag.
Damn, Nick, bro. There's a mute button.
I couldn't get to it in time, man.
Put together a little slide. Thuggis. I don't know how fast this thing is gonna go, but you know we'll roll through, cycle through. But shout out to everybody that's taking part in it. Hopefully we can get some good participation and
action.
Try to put some awareness to the Monday Midsole. We're what 27 people short of 1,000, so we're trying to hit that milestone. Appreciate you guys using the hashtag, shouting us out. We definitely appreciate y'all every week.
Amen.
So I just put a couple on there that was already up when I put the slides and everything together. So see your name, shout out to you, and then we'll go ahead and who's gonna win? Who won the hashtag here?
Oh yeah, who the hero?
I'm gonna have to give it to Ed, son of some man. I mean, for one, you know, delivering the
twins,
kids,
man.
Having the kids come in, and then of course, you know, he got on some threes with the perfect pair of socks. So yeah, I got to give it to him.
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, for sure. I have to go with that too, man. And specifically, Linda.
Oh man,
because
can't forget Linda.
Linda just rocked in 2 twins at the same. Like, man, bless her heart, man. Like, not one baby, but dose.
Yeah.
Like, so you know, shout out to them, man, doing the thing, and you know. Like they got a kid going into he's going into high school.
Yeah,
and they're like, you know what we need?
Some
2
twins.
babies. 2 babies.
I know the
Not
struggle.
1, 2.
Yeah. So shout out to Ed. Good job, man.
Yeah, 2 of them.
20 twins.
All right, we're gonna get into shout outs. I'll go first. First of all, shout out to 8-9. Again, make sure you check the link in the description. It's 30% off this time. Their Fast Money collection is what they're rocking with right now. So shout outs that we're gonna go ahead and talk about right now. We're gonna go talk about Mr. J Soul. Terry, sneakers are good for the soul. Kick the habit. Shout out to City Jeans Premium. Dressing the Bronx. Shout out to KB Fresh Kicks. Shout out to the homie Dominican Coqui. Shout out to Fresh Kicks 3 John. Shout out to KY Souls Mike. I didn't go and look at. Oh, shout out to Ben Arios. I didn't look at the midsole, so I don't know if anybody did. But if you tag me,
we got Kick the Habit, right?
Yep.
KB.
Shout out to the breakdown, the camp out, and Tone and KB.
We'll watch the breakdown.
Make sure you go ahead and check their last video out and comment your.
I'm not allowed to do that apparently.
Not at all.
KY Souls, Kick the Habit, The Soul Within, KB, Brandon Rogers, Dominican Coquille, Fresh Kicks 3. Mike is awesome. Yeah, stickers are good for the soul.
Bang bang.
Bang bang.
Shout out to everybody shout out to Usual Suspects, everybody that rocked with us from 1 minute to 2 hours and plus 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, Zero, smash that like button if you haven't already. Shout out to the Usual Suspects. Shout out to our guest Twersky of Stance. Great dude. Shout out to everyone who has been gross exaggeration.
It's back.
No, it's not.
We're back. No. It's a gross exaggeration. But since you brought that up, I would like to just kind of share some pictures here. So this is when Dan came over last year, and we recorded my collection video, which is now a full 365 days recorded. There's no video to speak of.
It's gone. It's gone.
Yeah. So Dan.
It's gone. I'm sorry. Yeah. My computer that I had it on, a $2,000 Apple computer, shit the bed.
Ooh.
Yeah, so there we have it, y'all. You waiting for the collection video? He just shit on it. So
and shout out to JP's. I don't know if I shouted him out too, but
Matza. Yep, the Usual Suspects, like we said. But that's it, man. We're back next week. We're gonna keep it rolling. And like I said, if there's a guest that you guys want to see, tag them on the Midsole page. Let's get the awareness going. We want to obviously bring the content that you guys want to see, bring the guests, ask the questions that you want to ask, and just keep it flowing, man. Have some fun, and that's it.
Who do we have next week? You might know.
Yeah, next week is Cherry. Okay. Yeah.
Cherry Valance of the Outsiders.
So.
Say something.
That's what we'll have. We'll get some press around it. Try to bring on different perspectives. So we got international here, Canada, Montreal, so Pinot Land basically, and just highlighting some dope sneakerheads out there that you may or may not know, and that's what we do.
Oh, what's the new hashtag?
We're going with the same one, right? Monday Midsole OGs.
Monday Midsole OGs.
Bet. All right, cool.
All right.
Monday Midsole OGs. And I just want to apologize because I didn't catch that, and I will start tomorrow. My bad.
Get off the grid. It's all good.
But I want to thank everybody for especially my brothers here on the panel. They continue to look out for me. They continue to keep my spirits high. Like I'm going through a really painful part of my life, and I am super grateful to have friends like you consistently. Checking in on me when I don't answer my phone, or texting me when I don't want to talk, or forcing me to do things that I don't want to do. And when you have friends like that, you should definitely keep them in your corner. And reach out to your kids, hug your kids, tell them you love them. It's a blessing we get to have kids, and it's an awesome thing that I get to walk beside my children. And yeah. That's all I got, and I'll pass it out to Polo.
All right. Well, thank you guys as always, and thanks to everybody that came out to Sneakercon and hung out with us. KB, Mike, Chris, Word, Diana, Dre, Skip. Can't forget about Skip. Go, dude is crazy. And I mean, just everybody jump in. African Caesar. Man, there's so many people I can't even remember everybody. And also Big Boy Sneaks.
Yeah.
He came and gave me a cool ass shirt that I was gonna wear tonight. I'm gonna wear it next week. I love this damn shirt. It's so dope. But yeah, shout out to him. He came out and brought me something. I appreciate that. But with that, we will be back next week. Don't forget that hashtag Monday Midsole OGs so we can get your pictures up. And we will check you out next Monday. Peace.